Welcome to part 5 of the 7 foundations of value. We've covered timing, stability, documentation, defensibility, and now it's time to speak about diversification. Because this is the series where I give you a tip that you can apply to your e-commerce business to help you sell it for the best possible price, deal structure, and at a time that suits you. I'm Ben Leonard, and I built, scaled, and sold an international 7-figure e-commerce business. Now I help others to do the same with ecombrokers.co.uk, the e-commerce brokerage by e-commerce people for e-commerce people. This is Exits Made Easy, an Ecom Made Easy sister show. We touched a bit on diversification in the last episode about defensibility. The two topics are closely related. Go back and check it out if you haven't already. Diversification, though, reduces the risk for a buyer and makes the business a more attractive proposition. For example, diversification across the number of SKUs you offer, your channels, your international markets, and your traffic sources. Let's talk first about SKUs. What happens if 50% of your sales are from one product and then that product gets suspended? You're in trouble. And that is exactly what a buyer will be thinking. And they'll say, no thanks. 4 to say 40 SKUs is a great spot in my opinion. Enough to be diverse, but not so many that your business is too complex to attract a buyer. How about channels? Only one person in the world has an Amazon business. I frequently have to correct people when they say my Amazon business. And actually, I'm guilty of using the phrase Amazon business in some of the content I produce because I kind of have to because everyone else does, but I don't like it. Only one person in the world has an Amazon business, and his name is Jeff. If you're tuning in, Jeff, hi, can you lend me a few $1 million? That would be great. Thank you. Otherwise, if you're not Jeff, I'm pretty sure you don't own an Amazon business. You have a business, and if Amazon is one of your sales channels, that's great. It can even be your main sales channel by a considerable distance. Even more than 95% of your sales, that's fine, but you need to have additional channels, in my opinion, for several reasons. On your own website, you can own the customer journey and market to customers. We deal with that more in Ecom Made Easy. Search for it on your podcast player or YouTube. If Amazon suspends you and you have a legit brand with fans searching for it, they'll find you elsewhere, and sales on your other channels, like your website, will pick up the slack a bit. Not all of it, though. If Amazon suspends you, you're going to need to get back on. It shows customers when you have your own website and when you're on other channels that you're a legitimate brand and not just some random crap they found on Amazon. It reduces risk for a buyer. They don't want all the eggs to be in one basket. And it gives you opportunities to target more people who are not shopping on Amazon, such as on Walmart. Now, what about international markets? Now, this one is a bit different. I know it isn't easy to quickly get established internationally. There's all sorts of things to think about, not least VAT registration, for instance. If you can, though, great, go for it, especially if you have the cash flow to support it. But if not, please make sure you get your brand set up so that it could easily be taken overseas by a buyer with more resources. So, for example, get your trademarks and patents prepared, get domain names for those countries. Finally, let's talk about traffic. If you're selling on your own website, in addition to a marketplace like Amazon, and you should be, then please make sure you are not overly reliant on one traffic source. If everything comes from one Facebook ads account, please make sure you have several different ads, because if one of those ads gets banned, because, for example, Facebook changes the rules, then you have other ads in there that can take up the slack, for instance. But please get more sources of traffic, organic traffic from YouTube, TikTok, podcasts, because if Facebook shuts your ad account or the regulations change for advertising your products in your industry, then you're in a pickle. And buyers will not want to shoulder that risk. They could say, no thanks, you only have one traffic source. So you can see a common theme here. Across almost all aspects of your business, do not put all your eggs in one basket. The key, of course, is to always work with experts. I hope that was helpful. Please subscribe, and you can get more at www.ecombrokers.co.uk, where we plan and execute the best possible exit for your e-commerce business. Cheers.